Why, it is the goodness of God. You have been told what is called of you, immortal. It is to do justice, to love goodness, and to walk humbly with your God. I love looking at the idea of justice. We look at it mishpat as it is, but to understand that justice within itself is an idea of sanctification and also purification, but it is in observing the law. In observing the law, what we end up seeing is that each and every one of us as human beings is found guilty before God. We're all sinners, except for Jesus. Jesus actually is the perfect man. Imagine the perfect man. Yeshua, not Yeshua. Never missing a beat. And to understand that Christ is actually going forth and giving to this, and it is the divine immaculate conception of the birth of the spirit of mind within the union of mind, therefore to be able to have inception of thought and a new perception of the world around you. David looked at it and he saw his sins before him. But imagine if I want to have the inverse of that. He also saw his blessings before him. In the same way that David mentions here, I saw my sins before me. He also saw the kingdom before him. Samuel came and he gave him the anointing and the blessing so that he knew that he already had the kingdom. How is it that we end up seeing King David and how he ended up also seeing the kingdom that's set before him, that he had the anointing? And in understanding that he had the anointing for king over the entire country of Israel, what he also ended up having was such a hardship in getting to everything that he needed. But because of that, it actually opened up the doors and prepared him, edified him, strengthened him, and brought in his eternal blessings of God. Well, that's his goodness, but also the very judgment that we end up seeing is that for David he was a chief among sinners. Same way as Paul. I am chief among sinners. Therefore, when law and forgiveness. David did it so often. There's a time when he lost a child. And he was doing this amazing mourning. The child was sick, and after the child died, he ate, and they didn't understand it. But to understand that mourning itself changes the perception, the way that we end up having an interaction with God. It's the way that the world reacts with it. That there's a spiritual balance. When we have that appreciation and a new understanding, we understand how it shifts within the spirit. How we accept the fast. How we accept hardship. And it says, Paul wrote, for we know all things work together for good. What is good? All things are good if you love God. That's the key. More than anything, is to accept God's righteousness. And to ask for pardon for forgiveness. Is to accept the wealth. And to ask God and supplicate for everything that you need. To trust in Yahweh Jireh, the Lord our provider, when in poverty. To give and to receive in equal measure, pressed down and overflowing in the abundance of his goodness and his love. You have been told, O mortal, what's called. It is to do justice, to love goodness, and to walk humbly. I want to pray for you. The meaning of the way is the walk that we take with God. I want to pray that you walk with Christ Jesus, that he gives you everything that you need, that he lifts you up, that he's your deliverer. Christ takes you where he wants you, and he lifts you up, and he gives you everything that you're going to need to prosper and give others the good news of Christ Jesus. God bless. God bless America. And I'll see you.